So I'm prompted to do a video on this Anchor Bay Divimax release of Day of the Dead because I just saw that CHH did a video on this. He did a whole roundup of Anchor Bay DVDs that you should get, the rare. Oh my God, the rare thing. What's going on? Is this stuff lost to time? Does nobody he talked about this release, but he didn't mention the big controversial part of it, which is that the audio soundtrack is. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lead you on for like 2 or 3 minutes and like, oh, I'm not gonna do some vague thing. This does not have the original audio track on it. Okay, that is what is controversial about this release. First of all, look at it. It's cool. That's embossed. Look at that. And of course it's got this weird flap, which is really super cool. And it's got a lot of extras. It was Anchor Bay released Day of the Dead originally on DVD, and it was a two-sided disc, and that was a real old release, and they released it around the same time as Dawn of the Dead. This is the first Anchor Bay Dawn of the Dead, and it is two-sided. It is actually, the movie is split across two sides. But this is the original mono. Doesn't have any special features, but and there was a version of Day of the Dead that had a making of behind the scenes. But this was the re-releases remastered in HD in the Divimax series. That was digital video to the max, and it has DTS. And it's a DVD. And see, there's no, that is another thing that annoys me. The label, you have to put the spine out like this because there's nothing on this side. But it doesn't matter, but it's kind of annoying. And if you notice the soundtrack, look at that soundtrack. It has Dolby Digital EX and Dolby, so it has DTS, ES, and Dolby Digital EX. Man, nobody talks about Dolby Digital EX anymore. This came out around 2003. This movie is almost like as old as CHH. This should be something that in collector circles. I have DVDs that are older than you, but no, it's not. I don't think CHH. I think this is older than CHH. But he was like a baby when it came out, right? Must have been. But anyway, the audio track on this thing is weird. It is like it's censored. It only happens in about 2 or 3 times in the movie that it's like somebody's supposed to say the F word, or there's or there's a couple of other, I think, off-color words that are edited, and it's like they're dubbed. And some people are saying it's the censored track. Some people are saying it's an alternate track, but it is not the original mono audio track. And but it does have incredible extras. It has the audio commentary. It has the many days of Day of the Dead, which is the primary documentary making of Day of the Dead, and Day of the Dead behind the scenes. That is. It has the original screenplay on DVD-ROM. Is that going to come on the new Anchor Bay? Are they going to do a DVD-ROM? Are they going to do a Blu-ray ROM? Does anybody care anymore? But this is back in the day when people had computers with disk drives, and they would put this in the computer and they go, there you go. And that's, you got your original screenplay. Of course, the original screenplay of the Day of the Dead was like way different. It was actually part of like Land of the Dead. It was like this zombie epic thing, and George Romero, they couldn't get the story was, right, that he had to deliver an R rating to be able to get the budget for the original version of Day of the Dead. He's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna write a smaller, look, it's embossed. Bob is embossed. That's incredible. But so he was able to get this version of Day of the Dead made unrated, but with a vastly different screenplay. If you've never read the screenplay for Day of the Dead, this is another reason to get this release. Is this widely available anymore? I don't know. I don't know if things are wide. You probably go to a thrift store and they'd be selling this for like 30 bucks. I remember I bought this at Target. I bought it at Target many years ago. And so it does have this, it has a lot of incredible special features, but it does have that, it does not have the original mono. It does not, it only has this upmixed, remixed 5.1 DTS or Dolby Digital. It has both Dolby Digital and DTS, but it does not have the original mono on this disc. So I'm just saying, this is an incredible release. It has a lot of special features. It has a good standard definition transfer, but remastered in high definition. It is a cool release. It is a good release. But I just thought I'd do this video because it's like, it feels like some of this information is being lost to time. It's like, I mean, how can you not mention that? How can you do a review of the Divimax Anchor Bay DVD of Day of the Dead and not talk about the very controversial sound mix on this thing? How can you do that? How can you do that? I mean, I get where they're coming from because this stuff is going to be lost to time. I mean, half the movies, the information, this was such a, every home theater forum, every horror DVD forum was going, everybody was picking sides. It's not a big deal. It's a big deal. It was a very big cause celeb, this release. And it's more tragic in that it's genuinely, I mean, it's so cool. It is so cool. But CHH went on about this, and he's like, make sure you get the thing. I'm going to open it. I'm sorry. I can't. I got to open it. And look at this. It's got the book. It's got this little fake notebook. But it is not, it has that, it lacks the mono. It lacks the original mono. And as I said, it feels like, it almost does feel like a slap in the face because, you know, you're into this unrated George A. Romero, take it to the limit type film. I want to do the movie the way I want, but you want to watch it with a audio track where the F words are changed from like F to like stuck, and you go like somebody dubs the thing. You know, do you really want to do that? Do you really? I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's kind of like, I don't want to watch something that, I want to watch the original. I want everything with it, you know? I don't want to feel like I'm watching a TV version of Day of the Dead. But at the same time, this release has a lot of cool special features on it. So I'm not saying it's not worth buying. And look at the thing. Look at this. It is so cool. It's so unique. Nobody would make a Blu-ray like this. You know, this is the incredible novelty of Anchor Bay, that they would put out a release like this. Incredible. But beware.